FC26 is in a little bit of a strange place, and by strange place, there's a lot of discontent in the FC community, from AI having a buff for defending, secret buff to defending, and then we've just got the general vibes of how the game feels in-game. It just doesn't feel like it did on release. So we're going to dive into exactly how we feel about the gameplay at the moment. Is it closer to FC25 than kind of the FC26 we had on launch? Why? And what things, and hopefully things coming up soon, that are going to put things right for FC26. So let's just start off with the AI defending, because it's a big topic at the moment. There was a patch that came out and it addressed kind of the offline, and it's going to be against the CPU. But I don't know, lads. It seems a bit sus that all of a sudden AI defending in Champs, Ultimate Team, whatever game mode you're playing, does seem stronger.
Feels like we've gone back to 1-goal games now, haven't we?
Yeah.
4-5-1 1-goal games. Get hit on a counter attack. It's like what you said on Twitter today. If we've gone back almost to very close to FC25, the feel of it, it's quite scary actually.
It feels like to me that this is the last patch we got for FC25, and now we've had just an extra 0.1 at the end of that to where we are now, and it's driving me up the flipping wall at the moment. I've had it today, people moaning, oh, everybody's running 4-5-1. I was like, the problem is, it's like last year with the 4-2-1-3. It's the most consistent formation for most people, and the consistency is all we ever asked for in this bloody game, and we never get it. And then we kind of had not consistency in terms of what we wanted altogether with the beginning of FC26, but we had it in a good place where it was fun at least. Now they've sucked the entire fun out of the game. The game is so boring to play at the moment.
I think a big point of that is the way that people are playing the game. I think we've got to take some sort of accountability as a community. I mean, not us personally, of course, we're the saviours. But it's got to be some sort of, you can say about it all you want, but the amount of people I played at the weekend that got their CGM and put them in between their two centre-backs, well, that's not EA forcing them to do that. They've chosen to play that way, or just kind of like refusing to defend with their fullbacks, etc. But it's allowing them to do that. And I think that's the biggest frustration, because when this game first came out, the good feeling was, well, if you're going to play like that, you're just going to get absolutely mauled. Yeah. And no one was really asking for AI, but well, people were asking for AI buff, actually, the people that are casuals. And by casuals, I don't mean the playing the game every day for an hour. I mean playing the game sporadically. That is going to be where the massive learning curve is, because you are going to fall behind players that do play the game every single day, even if it's not 4 or 5 hours like us degens. But they are going to fall behind on how the game was. And it feels like there's just been a bit of an equaliser now, where the AI defending has bridged the gap.
It feels like they tried to slide it in without us noticing, didn't it? Like kind of snuck it in there with squad battles. They said they made changes to legendary and ultimate AI, which if you're playing squad battles now, leave in the comments how that's feeling. I can imagine it's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I don't envy people to play that now. I dropped it from last week. But yeah, it's definitely this weekend in combination with the responsiveness and the game, just the general gameplay feel. It felt, especially on the console version of the game, trying to break people down was so hard. I felt like every pass had to be a player lock, otherwise I was just not breaking people down.
And when we say about AI being buffed, we're not just solely talking about the defensive line, it's the entire pitch now. This has been the problem. Today, before we used to control the centre mid to drop it in between the two centre backs because the AI wasn't good enough to intercept the ball or tackle you when you're running. Issue you have now is you can literally defend with your striker because the AI is too good. Yes, it won't tackle you, won't chase you down and tackle you unless you're pressing a second man press or something. But what it will do is it will just block off the passing lanes. So all your opponent's doing is, well, my AI is going to block your passing lanes off. So all I'm going to do is just run at you with my attacker to get the ball off you because you've got nowhere to go. And this is what nobody wanted. And you guys that moaned about AI being too strong or not strong enough, you made this problem. I know everyone's going to hate me for this, but it's the truth. And the guys that do this then don't play it in about 2 months' time, and then all of us are left with this. I'm not saying the game was perfect. It wasn't. It was definitely better. We all agreed it was better than FC25. Hands down at the beginning. Yes, kickoffs were a problem. Corners were a massive issue. Yeah, we understood that. I don't know one person who was like, do you know what we need here? Go on. We need the midfield to shut the passing lanes down, and we need them to run round with their striker to defend. No, we don't need that.
So at the minute, you're trying to beat 5 midfielders, because I've noticed a lot this weekend more than anything. The left mid and right mid on that 4-5-1. How deep do they come?
Yeah,
though?
I know.
They're like wing backs. They're literally sat on top of their fullbacks. It's insane how parked the bus it was this weekend.
But it's not even. But it's not even. Sorry, I haven't gone.
I was just saying that hopefully they're gonna patch this quickly, at least revert it to some version of what it was before. Things like kickoff definitely needed to be fixed, but no one is asking for this. No one asked for this. I just don't get it.
The problem I find is not even just the AI defense that, you know, when you're not controlling them. I'm finding, I don't know about you, but when the game first came out, if you pressed tackle and you won the ball, there was almost an animation that kicked in that meant you walked away with the ball. That's gone now. I'm not finding that animation now. It kind of like just bounces off, or it hits their player, or it gets stuck on their player. I'm finding that tackles aren't as clean. Tacklebacks are definitely happening, more prevalent. But the biggest issue that I've got with tackling is that it's just not consistent enough, whereas it was before. And it's the tackles from behind that are definitely back. The tackles from behind are back. The get out of jail free kind of defending is definitely back, especially in the box, as before it was punishable. And those things all combined has created this kind of atmosphere in the game.
Do you know what? I thought it was just me this weekend thinking about like the bounce backs and like the interception. I thought it was the gameplay. The amount of interceptions I made this weekend and it just pinged back, or the tackles I made, and I just thought they nailed me back straight away. I thought, okay, maybe it's just server related, but I've really felt that this weekend, that I'd win it with my centre back and then all of a sudden I'd get hit again by the striker, and I was just like, what's going on? Have I loaded up the wrong game? Am I playing FC25 right now?
I honestly would like to look back at the first week to this week, and I feel like the pace of the entire game's been slowed right down as well. It doesn't feel anywhere near as fast as it was. I don't really moan too much about it, but the responsiveness the last couple of days has been driving me out the wall. The one touched pass, the one frame passing almost doesn't exist again now. It does work if you're pre-doing it, but if you're trying to like change your mind last second, they now take a touch and turn, even though you've pressed the direction to pass. The amount of times I've lost the ball because of that, or been tackled behind because of that, it's been. I'm like, how's this happened? Because you read the pitch notes and they're like, none of that suggests what they did, and they either they're not testing it or they're just going, well, we haven't got anything to do with it. Where's that FC25 file? Let me just copy and paste that over, and we'll just see how it goes from there.
I also felt like this weekend as well, or the last couple of days, that passing play styles have become even more important again, like it was in FC25. If you don't have the play style right now, it really doesn't work. Like tiki-taka, if you take a first-time pass from like 5 yards away, it shoots off somewhere random, whereas before, if you had high passing stats, it would work. But it just doesn't feel that way right now. It feels like if you don't have tiki-taka and incisive on your centre mids, then you've got no chance.
Which is really weird, isn't it? Because you talked about the pacing of the game, NaNNiK, but we've got better rated player cards, we've got better play styles and cards, yet the game
99 stat cards.
Yeah, exactly. And the game feels slower. The stats don't seem to mean anything. It's just play styles. And this whole thing of competitive gameplay and authentic gameplay, now it just feels like authentic gameplay again. Like the competitive gameplay when we first played it, it felt so much more arcadey, which is what we all wanted. And now it's gone back to, it does just feel like FC25, just a little bit better, which is not the game we had.
The main thing for me is the biggest concern I had when they mentioned all this stuff coming out, how they're listening to the community and doing this. I'm getting a little bit bored now of every week having to relearn the same game that I've bought. It's becoming a little bit, I think Aaron summed it up pretty well before we start recording, knee-jerky with it, because it is starting to be like, for example, last weekend, I enjoyed it more than this weekend. I had a worse record in Weekend League last weekend. I got 9-6. We all joked about how bad it was. This weekend I went 12-3, and I hated every second of it. I didn't want to play it. I was like, this is suicidal, like almost how bad it is at the moment. And you can't be like, well, you did better this week or last week, that's why you enjoyed it more. No, it's the opposite. I preferred it when I did worse. It was not saying it was perfect. Again, it wasn't, but where a week later, look where we are now. It's like, how?
It feels like we've not had the same game in like back-to-back champs in a while, isn't it? It's like, don't worry, lads, if you didn't like the game this weekend, you got version 0.7 turning up on Thursday, and we'll play a totally different game on the weekend. And
they always drop it on Thursday as well, so you've got no time to even learn it.
But the thing is, it's like, at the start of the game, the only thing that needed to be fixed, corners, kickoffs, was there anything else in there? They were the two main ones, weren't they? They've not fixed corners, by the way. Mainly the kickoff. And I think most people, given time, would have enjoyed the game. But because you still had the vocal few that couldn't defend or didn't want to learn how to defend, and they've made all these changes on top of them. And manual jockey, increasing the speed of that, I was not against that, because there's no AI involvement with that. That's totally fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is the most important play style for defending right now, other than maybe intercept. Small changes, but allowing the game to breathe for at least a month. To let it settle, rather than you can't change it every single week and expect to see the results that you want to see.
Do you think there's any sort of influence, because we talk about casuals quite a bit, and I feel they get a bit of a, I mean, I talked about it earlier on, to be fair. Do you think the pro scene has got anything to say with it as well? Because there were pro matches where people were posting scores. Now, I've got to remember, pro games, they've got 9-minute halves and they played 2 legs. So the games were getting to 21-20, but that's effectively 36 minutes. That's effectively 4 normal games, which isn't outrageous. It's 5-4 each game really on average, if you look at it that way. But people just say, oh look, that game's 21-20, not seeing the context of it or anything like that. And I do wonder whether that's got a bit of an influence, because we're going to have the pro event soon. They don't want to, pros, obviously the way they attack is they're so quick at doing it. If in the current, how the game was released, it's going to show kind of the defensive side of things that as well. I'll be honest with you, all of us have had our hands held with defending. I don't feel like I've had my hand held. I still can't I honestly think I could have full-on ultimate defenders and I still pull them out to the corner flag and somehow damage myself. But if you think about the pro scene, you see how they play. They have had their hand held in defending as well. They had to learn it just as much as everyone else did. And that significantly impacted their scene as well. I just think it's just a bit of a mess all the way round.
I think the score lines in the pro scene largely came down to the kickoff issues, wasn't it? They were literally going kickoff for kickoff for 30, I always say 36 minutes of just kickoffs.
It felt like the American penalty, when they used to run and do one-on-one. It felt like that.
It was just basketball, wasn't it? You just go down the other side, score, go down the other side, score.
What I would like to know more of, and I don't know about you guys, but it feels like EA just sort of brushes under the carpet and hope no one talks about it, but what happened to these individual stats, giving them better animations and stuff at a certain point? That just feels like it's completely gone now. It's with this 99 stat boost on defending for certain cards, their animation hasn't changed. And I've got when I was streaming the other day, I used that the Colombian centre back has got Anticipate Plus. He's been given 99 pace. When you watch the stream back, when I've used him twice, one he runs without 99 pace and one he runs with it, he's running the same speed. He's not with the ball, no different.
I saw
a clip.
Me
think the same with defending. It's no different.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that Benzema this weekend running through 1-on-1. I don't know if any of you saw it on Twitter. He was literally clean through, no one around him. 99 pace Benzema, and because he didn't have quick step or rapid, he got caught up by Van Dijk.
I lived it. I breathed it.
Yeah,
he wasn't any different. If anything, the card got worse with 99 pace because you ended up thinking
he's going to be quicker.
And he's not. He's the same. And he ended up playing a different way, and it's oh, well, that's just a chance wasted and stuff.
Peina's still better.
Do you know what's crazy is though the thing with Peina altogether though is because she's got so many playstyles and her body type, but she's only 7,000 or 8,000 coins now, and this is where that's the floor. It's oh god, where do we go from here?
Yeah, everyone's quite surface level with Peina, but she's literally a virtual pro. They gave her the perfect set of play styles. They gave her the meta height. Well, they didn't give her the meta height. She is the meta height. She's 5'3", and she's got 5-star weak foot, so she can do her on either foot. It's literally the perfect card. And
you are aware that next year we are not getting a card like her ever again. There's going to be some rotten play styles on players.
It's the most broken. I think it may be the most broken card we've had in terms of gold cards ever. Your pros dropping Mbappe for it. That's how good this card is.
I think EA should revert the card or remove some play styles from it if that's what's truly destroying the game. I know it's a bit of an extreme sentence, but that's what it feels like, right? Because people are dropping million coin cards. It's what Krasny said on Twitter the other day about, women have destroyed the market. He didn't mean it in the sense of how he written it. He meant as in, there is a Peina card who's 70k at one point. She's now 6,000. She's better than almost every striker in the game. Mm-hmm. So EA must be looking at it and going, do you know what? Our market's been massively affected, which then affects our rewards, which then affects people's enjoyment of playing the game. Should we remove a play style or not? Or make her less good or whatever,
But you know
leave
what?
my Peina alone.
but you not think that's an admission?
I haven't, just to clear that up.
But you don't think that's an admission then that play styles absolutely are trumping stats? Because if you look at Peina's stats, they're nothing special.
I'm going to be real with you. You've got to be an idiot to not think play styles have destroyed. I'm not saying you. I mean,
no, I know. But for EA to again say, do you know what, this card is too good, we're going to remove this X, Y, and Z while leaving her stats how they are. That is then, how do they sell packs with, or how do they have a boost like the Scream promo just now with a 99 boost?
Scream's gone now, mate. They've dusted their hands off.
No, but what I mean is, it kind of then, their whole thing is face card stats to sell packs.
Yeah,
because people still
Evo, what you're looking at, the statistics or the play styles?
Play styles always.
Yeah,
I think
and
most people do, right?
Yeah.
and that's why I've changed my thinking with this Curtis Jones. You saw me on stream where I was debating this Curtis. I went and done him now because actually his playstyles are so good. I don't care the stats don't look like an 86 rated card.
Don't
The
need to worry
playstyles
about
are unreal.
If they changed the screen promo, so instead of giving 99 stats, they gave all the play styles in a particular category. So if you had a midfield and you give them all the passing play styles, these cards would feel a lot better. Or if you give them all the physical ones, like these cards would be lights out good. Like
That's what they're gonna see if we can remember this because they'll do that for next year. I bet you anyway.
Well, there was a post I saw on Twitter. It was like an Indian player, like 46 rated, with like all low stats, and just said this would be the best card on the game. And he just had all white play styles, and he had like all 40 stats, and it's absolutely spot on. He would be the best player in the game.
Because the way they sold it is that play styles would be like almost like a bolt on to the stats, when you would be like a little bit extra, but
it's like a +9 or something, right?
Yeah, like it almost works like a chem style in a way. It gives you that little bit extra. But the difference between having something like a base finesse and not having it is insane. Like the difference is huge. Or the difference between the way your player accelerates with like quick step versus not having quick step is just like insane. Like if you put a player that has like 95 pace, no quick step next to someone that has like Yamal, who's got 85 next to each other, Yamal will smoke him. It's insane.
I got perfect player. Sorry, Alex. I got perfect player for this. I evoed my Lewis Skelly to make him 83 overall. Gave him Tiki Taka plus. He can pass the ball better than Odegaard, who's got 90 plus passes because he doesn't have Tiki Taka. Through balls can't do them at all. Odegaard can. Because he's got incisive plus. And
this is the thing. This is where a lot of people, again, they're going to look at a 95, pace card and think that's 95 pace, and there'll be other people using 80 rated pace with quick step, etc. And but when people cotton onto that, that's when you're going to get promos, I think, where it's kind of like you got this 95 pace player, but you've got this 95 pace player with now quick step, and it's like, well, that one's like 4 million, and that one's like 30k, and that's what's going to happen. People are going to cotton onto it, and then that's going to be.
It's the other way around, isn't it? It's like the stats are an addition onto the play style. Like if you've got a 95 pace and then the pace play styles on top of it, you will feel like lightning quick. Whereas if you've not got them, then you'll still feel slow. You'll still get caught by anyone.
It's like all the player of the months that came out this month, and Buemu, the one from the Bundesliga, and the Serie A one, Zambo or whatever. Buemu, I was like, please give him rapid. Please give him rapid on that right mid. I need a right mid. It's really good. They gave him game changer. He's left-footed on the right-hand side with Trivella. So what the hell am I going to... It's a Trivella shooting as well. It's not even passing. What the hell am I going to do with that?
You might want to cross it.
No, that's not the passing one, though. It's the shooting one. So what do you do with that? You're going to Trivella it near post. Trivella cross goal, but with the wrong angle. So don't, because
that'll be a broken metal where somehow it kind of like swerves all the way, across the goal line.
They do that though, don't they? They take it on the wrong foot and they Trivella it to the far post with the inside. It's a weird animation when it happens. It's a weird one.
Well, if you put inside roaming like my 4-3-3, he'll actually roam and he'll be more central, so you could get the best out of that, even if he's right.
I expect to see Buemu in your team then.
Absolutely not.
I added a rapid base play style onto 81 rated Fatty, and he had 86 pace, something like that. And he was getting caught by most fullbacks. Rapid, and he already had quick step on it. He literally, when I play that ball in behind the fullback now, not even Hakimi gets close to him when he's through because of rapid.
Do you know what I'm really annoyed about that? Is because some people can like reel off, oh yeah, my player's got this. I struggle to name like one play style that my players have got. Like remembering I'm gonna have to get that bit of that animation on screen now where it comes up with their play styles in the game. I can't remember at all.
I think the first year of Evo's burnt me is in the sense like I had so many cards that had like really useless play styles. So now I just spend time like curating like the perfect play styles for each player. And now you've got like cards that are like 81 rated, but if you put them into GG, they're like 90 rated because you've got all these amazing passing play styles with the pace ones, with the shooting ones, and then you just pile the stats on top of that then.
It's with Lewis Skelly, I want to make him the perfect box to box, and I know I need passing play style, so I added the pinged on him from the other one we got yesterday. So he's got white ping, white long ball, and then Tiki Taka plus. So I'm getting there slowly. It's only taking me like 6 weeks, and he's so far behind the power curve right now. It's crazy, but eventually we'll get there. But...
You just know that a little bit down the line, we're going to get absolutely schooled by some people that have like engineered the perfect 11. Yeah. It's going to be like 82 rated players. They're just going to be absolutely mental.
To be fair, if any year there is to do it, is this year when they started off with these little baby step evos. We haven't had them again since then. They've just gone, oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Right, let's give them 6 play styles, 5-star skill, give them +10 ratings, and give them what they need.
those tiny boosts, the cards that I'm putting into these bigger evos now, if you made the most those little boosts with the play styles as well, some of the cards you get out of the back end are like these other evos are insane.
Aaron, the +1s did not make a difference to your evos.
No, it's not.
Now.
It's more about the things like composure and reactions you were able to add and things like that to the cards.
The plus from 67 to 68 composure.
I dropped 5 ice veins on Ansu Fati.
Yeah.
Right, so FC26 in a bit of a weird space, but it's better than FC25. I think we all agree on that, but it's just not. It's too close to FC25 where we had a bigger change. I wonder what everyone else's opinion is on FC26. Leave a little comment below. If you are new to us and you've just discovered us, we're dropping 3 videos a week covering all things FC26. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you soon.